All right, pleasant good morning to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. We apologize for the late start, but we had to move our camera location this morning. The view behind home plate, not nearly sufficient for a state championship game. Not that this is, but you will at least see the action compared to just the batter's box from the view that we had before. We have moved our location. We want to thank everyone involved for helping us, from the Little League here to the parents for helping us at the very last minute move all of the equipment down. It was quite a scene to behold. Right now, there is one on and one out here, and you're going to need to get that an umbrella up or shade. Okay. Okay. All right. So we are. They moved the location here this morning to another Little League field, and so essentially, it's difficult broadcasting. Nate Burris is on the hill. There's a shot to the third baseman over to first. Double play to end the inning, and Viera Suntree Little League comes out on fire in the field. 3 up, 3 down. And we head to the bottom of the first. No score. You want to do that other side there, Bubba? I got it. All right. I do not want to see that yellow bumper. What's that mean? What's that mean on 1 out? I don't know what that means. All right, I have no idea what he just said. What did he say? What do you mean by 1 out? Let's see here. Coach Galluzzi, the Warrior, over there at third base. Yesterday, you saw Coach Galluzzi go down at the end of the game like LeBron James does, looking for a foul call, except Coach Galluzzi's injury and bump was real for sure. He's got a soft cast on that leg over there. Nothing's broke, but it is believed to be some sort of a lower ankle injury, perhaps an Achilles injuries. But there he is over at third base, toughing it out today. And Coach Dave Jensen, as always, in the first base box here this morning. And I tell you what a first inning for Viera Suntree Little League. Now, again, we had to move all kinds of equipment to start this morning. So let me go ahead and give you the lineups as I think I have them here. Well, I can't. Hey, bud, I can't read that. Right there. Okay, that's their lineup. And what about the? Okay, got you. All right, so it's going to be Brady Jensen, Derek Galluzzi, Caden Doherty, Dom Delgado, Blaine Werkheiser, Brody Vogel, Nick Cunningham, Brady Kearns, and Nathan Burris is on the hill today. Leading it off is Brady Jensen. And again, this is the best possible view. And we apologize. We were here early. We got set up behind home plate. And you would only have been able to see just home plate and into the other team's dugout. So for a state championship game, we just didn't feel like that was the view you wanted to look at. At least here, Kayla will be able to move the camera and you'll be able to see inside and high to Jensen, who's had an outstanding tournament, and it's 2-0. We are playing, we being Viera Suntree Little League, playing a team out of Largo, Florida. And their pitcher today on the hill is Tyson Muzan. Tyson Muzan. Pitch. That'll be a strike at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jensen. The other issue we're dealing with today is the direct nature of the sun. There's a shot to the second baseman. Stays down and up and over to first. 1 out. Derek Galluzzi steps in. You have to zoom in, dude. Here's your view. Okay, you'll fix it the next half inning. All right. No score just underway here, bottom first. Viera, good defense in the top half of the inning to get out of the inning. They turned a line drive double play. Caden Doherty down there. We're also working off a short signal here today. Not a lot of towers in this particular area. Even connected to Spectrum Wi-Fi is a difficult procedure. 2 balls and 1 strike to Galluzzi, the left-handed swinging Derek Galluzzi, center fielder today. Here's the pitch. Galluzzi lines this one into center field for a base hit. And Galluzzi rounds first, and he'll stop there. And Viera Suntree Little League has come swinging the bats here this morning. Caden Doherty steps in with Galluzzi at first. Nice lead there. You see Galluzzi's off and running on the first pitch. They're going to test that arm immediately, and why not? Galluzzi is into second base with a stolen base. So Galluzzi now in scoring position with just 1 out here in the bottom of the first. That'll be a strike. 1-1. High, ball 2, 2-1. Ball is fouled back and out of play. And probably should have thought a little about that before we parked the car where that's parked, huh? Yeah, the windows are down. Hopefully, inside the car. Right. Pitcher steps off. Galluzzi with a good lead at second. He is being held by the second baseman. The pitch. There's a shot up the middle. Galluzzi will round third, and he will plate the first. Oh, that's a great throw, but it won't get Galluzzi speed. And down to second base on the throw home is Doherty and Viera Suntree Little League. Focused, ready to play this morning. They lead it 1-0. The winner will advance to the state or the United States Regionals, which is in Broadway, Virginia. No, Barbara, this game is not being televised. Sorry about that. Two and oh. Three and oh. This is Dom Delgado. Delgado with the big hit yesterday to tie it up. Of course, Viera with two walk-off wins. And Delgado will take a strike, and the count is now 3-1. Delgado with just an outstanding at-bat yesterday. The best at-bat at the tournament. Not the one in which he got the game-tying hit, but one before that, in which he fouled off like 7 or 8 balls. And there you see Delgado takes a strike 2, and the count is full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 in, 1 on. Bottom 1. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Up, and that ball gets away right here into your living room this morning. And Delgado will reach. That would have been an infield hit. He would have beat that out. So a base hit for Dom Delgado, and down the third goes Caden Doherty. And with just 1 out in the inning, Viera with runners at the corners, and Blaine Werkheiser, the batter. Werkheiser, of course, factored prominently in both Viera walk-off victories. On Saturday, he scored the game-winning run, and on Sunday, yesterday, catcher's indifference as Delgado will trot into second base. So now it's second and third with 1 out. And yesterday, if you strike out, you don't give your team a chance to win. And yesterday, Werkheiser, with the ground ball, the chopper to the third baseman, putting the ball in play and putting the pressure on the third baseman to make the play, which he didn't make, to give Viera Suntree the win, is just as big as hitting that thing off the wall as Werkheiser swings through it, and the count is now 1-2. All that your coaches will ever ask of you in a situation like that is to put the ball in play. Of course they want a home run. Of course they want a base hit. But at the very least, put the ball in play. And Werkheiser does it here. He pops it up, and there is no, and I mean no, foul territory here at this park. So any ball that gets away from the first baseman is just not going to, not going to allow the runner to advance. 1-2 to Werkheiser. The pitch low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out, 1 in. Viera Suntree threatening. Winner advances to Broadway, Virginia for the United States Southeast Region Finals. It's the pitch. Ball 3. And Werkheiser has battled back to a full count here. The 3-2, low, ball 4, bases juiced, bottom 1. The ball field a little shorter than where we were for Friday night, Saturday, and yesterday. 300 down the lines here. You all right, buddy? This is Brody Vogel, and Vogel with some big hits in this tournament. He had again, similarly to Werkheiser. The other day it was Vogel at the plate in the walk-off win with the ground ball to the shortstop. The bat that botched the double play, allowing Blaine Werkheiser to score. Again, put the ball in play, and both Vogel and Werkheiser did that, which allowed for The walk-off wins. And I should also note by putting the ball in play, you want to put it on the ground too. 2-0, and that'll be a strike. No place to put Vogel. And laboring out there. It is a warm Monday morning here. About 35, 40 miles north of Tampa in Hudson, Florida. Dave Jensen, first base coach, asking for time. Yeah, go ahead. What are you doing? What are you looking for? All right, so just wait, and I'll between innings, ground ball, and that is going to be trouble. There is nobody covering first base now. There is. That's going to be 2 runs score on the slow ground ball, or 1 run will score on the slow ground ball to the second baseman. The pitcher got over there in time, but Vogel's speed down the line beats it out on the infield hit, and Viera Suntree Little League leads it 2-0 with Nick Cunningham coming to the dish. Base is still loaded, still just 1 out, and now 2-0 Viera Suntree Little League. The pitch. That'll be a strike, 1-1 to Nick. Base is still loaded here. Still the bottom of the first. Nick Cunningham, the batter. Cunningham with a ground ball to the second baseman. He'll go to second for. He does not get. Oh, he does get him. And another run will try to score and will score. And Viera Suntree Little League picks up 2 runs on the attempted double play there and quickly lead this thing 4-0. What heads up base running. Dom Delgado slides head first to score the 4th Viera run. And these slow ground balls creating havoc for Largo Little League as Brady Kern steps in. 2 outs now. And the runner at first is Nick Cunningham on the fielder's choice. Ball gets away, and Cunningham will take second base on the wild pitch. You couldn't ask for a better start if you're Viera Suntree Little League in the top half of the inning and allow a base hit and then double up the runner for outs 2 and 3. And now so far here have sent 8 batters to the plate and have plated 4 runs. High for a ball. That'll be a strike. 3-1 to Brady. It's hard to go high to Brady Kearns. Bottom of the first. Kearns 3-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. I'm watching the game through the fence here. It's wild, Caleb, my view here. Where we have 3-2 is a walk, and that's now first and second with 2 outs here. As Nathan Burris comes up, and Nate's got to like what he's seeing. He's on the bump today for VSLL, and he is the 9th batter to the plate here in the bottom half of the first inning. High to Nate, ball 1. The only thing we won't be able to hear now is pitch counts. 2 outs, so they'll be running on anything here. Lowe gets away. The runners will advance. Kearns to second and Cunningham to third. So second and third now with, scoreboard says 1 out, but I believe it is 2. And nice little bunt by Burris. Nobody's covering first base. It is a foot race. And I believe, what a play by Muzan. I mean, that is just an athletic play by the pitcher to pick up the bunt. And I don't think I've ever seen that before. A pitcher picks up a bunt and foot races the batter. And Nate's not slow. And foot races the batter to first. That's great. But what's more important is that Viera Suntree Little League Junior All-Stars score 4 times in the bottom half of the first inning to lead it 4-0, buddy. I don't see the straps, Gilly. I guess.
They're falling out in the backseat of the car.
Want to go run and get them? All right, we get set to head to the top of the second inning here after a 4-run first inning, and you'd have to like Viera's chances now of reaching Broadway, Virginia, but in these state championship games, and I mean anything can happen. This team didn't win their pool by not swinging the bats, that's for sure. Brady Kearns at first. There, you see him on your screen there. Jensen at second. I believe Cunningham is at short, and over at third is Caden Doherty. Nate Burris is on the bump. Blaine Werkheiser behind the plate. And that'll be Nick Galluzzi in left, or center, I should say. In left is Dom Delgado, and over in right field is Brody Vogel. Burris's first pitch here Burris had him turning away from a perfect curveball. Strike 1. Nate can snap it off. He's got a repertoire of pitches. There's a slow ground ball foul, and quickly Burris is 0-2. Caleb's trying to get a static view for you, so please bear with us as he moves the camera. The key to that thing today is going to try to keep that thing from overheating. Don't worry about me. There's a shot up the middle for a leadoff base hit. I'm more worried about the people at home seeing. I can see. I've done this enough to know what's going on. Riley Wilson steps in. Leadoff single. This is a big team. Yesterday we played a tall team in Englewood. Largo is big. They look like a bunch of tight ends. Burris takes a peek over to first. Pitch. Be low for a ball. Burris's pitch. That'll be a strike. 1-1 to Riley Wilson. Rothrock. That's a cool last name, Rothrock. Not as cool as Brown or Slaughterzinski. Burris steps off. You all right now? Okay. Literally 3 minutes before first pitch, we made a decision to move. That'll be high. 2 balls and 1 strike now to the batter. Burris with a little shot. Nate nearly got him there. That coming right into your living room on this glorious but extremely warm morning. Popped up, and again, not much room, and it hits metal. So I'm assuming Werkheiser did not haul it in. There we go. Good. Burris peeks back over. And again, we were talking about the size of this team. Big left-handed batter. And here's the pitch. That's a beaut, Clark. Strike 3 from Nate Burris. My goodness, Nate's got the curveball working today. 4-0. Viera Suntree Little League on top. There's a ground ball. Delgado or Doherty backhands it over to first. How about the scoop by Brady Kearns for the second out? What a play by Caden Doherty. And how about the scoop by Kearns? Huge play. I'd like to welcome in Clarence Pauly, who says, "Go Largo." Always welcoming in parents and coaches from other teams. You may detect a sense of homerism in my voice. We are the Brevard Sports Network. We do try to call it fairly down the middle as much as we can. But this is the state championship, so we are extremely excited for our guys representing Brevard County. But certainly we'll make sure that Largo, who has reached this point with great baseball, gets their due as well. We saw quite a pitching performance yesterday from the Englewood pitcher who really stymied Viera bats. This is number 25 for Zeke. Nearly had him picked off, but he gets back in time. At second base is Neil Rothrock, and at the plate is number 25. I believe that's Raya for Zeke. 1-0 to Frazik. 2 outs here. Top 2. 4-0. Viera Suntree Little League on top. The pitch from Burris. Burris will drop one in, and the count is even up at a ball and a strike. The umpiring this weekend has been absolutely phenomenal. Little League has done a terrific job hosting this junior state championship tournament. Hudson Little League. Ken Larston, thank you very much. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Ooh, nearly got him. You hear what that guy just said, Caleb? He said, pay attention. Pickoff play at second, nearly got him. I'm just giving my cameraman some grief. Caleb is doing all the work. I'm just sitting here watching the game. Trust me. The 1-2 to Frizik. Burris rocks, kicks, and fires. It just missed, and the count is even up at 2-2. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Deuce is wild here. What will Burris kick up as the turn card pitch? Strike 3! And that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of 2. Viera Suntree Little League 4, Largo nothing. I'll take that breeze the rest of the day. You get the feeling that if you're Viera, you need to keep putting runners on. You need to keep hitting because these guys can put bats on ball. There is no doubt about that. So, as you gotta love it, Coach Nick Galluzzi yesterday. If you are just joining us and were watching the end of the game yesterday when Viera had the walk off, Coach Galluzzi jumped up in the air, and when he came down, he went straight down. He hit the ground like LeBron James or pick any hockey player that flops looking for a penalty or a foul. But the difference is Coach Galluzzi's injury real, and he did go to the hospital. Nothing is broke. He is in a soft cast, but he does have a lower left foot, I believe it is, injury, and most likely an Achilles. So we do have a new pitcher for Largo. And it's going to be Nate Timpe. It looks like it's Timpe. Nate. I believe that's Timpe. I'm trying to read the coach's writing here. Nate. If you're watching from Largo and that's not his name, don't be bashful. Correct me. I want these young men, these student athletes, to get their just due. And certainly pronouncing their name is part of that. Brady Jensen back up. The Viera sent 9 batters to the plate in the first inning. So we are back to the top of the lineup in Brady Jensen. It is Timpe. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So Timpe to Jensen's first pitch. Just off the plate for ball 1. Oh, absolutely. Our pleasure. Our pleasure. Jensen now 2-0. That'll be a strike. Strike 1, 2-0, or 2-1 now. I would imagine there are a lot of people who may be sitting at a desk or somewhere at work watching here today, and we thank you for tuning in to Brevard Sports Network. Pitch high and inside, ball 3. Yesterday for Englewood, they just ran out of pitching yesterday. That was a big issue there. Once they reached the 7th inning, their starter came in and pitched to the first batter and got the out. And then the relief pitcher came in and got the second out, but that was it. That was all they could muster. And there's a shot by Jensen to the shortstop. Nicely done. Fielded up and over to first in time for out number 1. Good play. 1 out. That ball was hit hard, and the shortstop kept his head down and glove down on it. Made a nice throw over to first base. Big, tall first baseman and Wilson there. If you're playing the field as Nick Galluzzi steps in, you like those tall targets like that. Galluzzi looks at ball 1. And there's a ground ball to first baseman who snags it and steps on the bag for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 outs here. And if you're Largo, that's certainly needed. As Caden Doherty steps in. So Tempe has come in and settled things down here to start the bottom of the 2nd inning. Here's the first pitch, and it's a slow roller foul down the third base line. Absolutely, Mr. Galluzzi. Tell you, Nick had sent me a message yesterday and said, if you guys are staying, I was like, if we're staying, how could we not? The 0-1, just low. I know these umpires got to be hot in these black shirts. And black hats, too. The pitch. Doherty gets under 1, lifts it. Center fielder drifting back, and reaches up. And in the shade, that's a tough play, and hauls it in. So 3 up, 3 down for Largo as we get set to head to the top of the 3rd inning. Viera Suntree Little League 4, Largo nothing. That one spot on the field right there, you probably can't see it in the camera, but the ball goes from the sun to the shade just like that. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's a couple trees out there by where that scoreboard is, and that makes for a difficult last second. Like, that was a line drive shot, so that's a good play by the center fielder. Yeah. Well, Ken Larson was right. This park certainly has, this field certainly has more trees than the place we were at the last 2 days, but the angles are a little different. This is the angle with which we usually broadcast Melbourne softball from. And look, it worked for them. All they did was win a state championship, right? Maybe it was just meant to be. As Coach Nick Galluzzi is golf carted back to the Viera bench. He's a trooper, man. That is not that Achilles. That is an injury that hurts. And when it pops, All right. Jacob Howard steps in for Largo again. Big student athlete. Right-handed hitter. Nate Burris rolling so far. Burris's first pitch offering is in for a strike. Strike 1. They're going to check it or not. What did he call? Did you see? Call ball. Ball. 1-1. Okay. There's a shot down the third base line, just foul. And now the count is 1-2 to Jacob. Kearns, Jensen, Cunningham, and Doherty from first to third. Burris and on the bump and Werkheiser, his battery mate. The 1-2. That'll be a ball. And the count is evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Foul tipped into the glove. Werkheiser hangs on for strike 3. 1 out. Nate Tempe steps in. So 1 out here in the top of the third. Viera, the home team. They've been the home team throughout the entire tournament, Caleb, which has served them well with 2 walk-off wins. The pitch. And there's a soft liner. Will it get over the head? It does. Just gets over the head of the shortstop, Nick Cunningham, and Tempe helping his own cause as he rounds first and stops and back to the top of the lineup. Josh Peel steps in. So 1 on, 1 out. Here in the top of the third, 4-0. Viera Suntree Little League on top. 4 in the first. Sent 9 batters to the plate. The pitch to Peel. Low. Nice block by Blaine Werkheiser behind the plate. Not a lot of room behind the plate either. In terms of the backstop to where the catcher is. And the runner back in time. Tempe. Burris will take another shot. I tell you, I've certainly been impressed with the moves of all of these pitchers for for our team, for VSLL, and for the teams that we've played. The moves on these young men over to first on the pickoffs has come so far in the last 10 years. Obviously, pitching coaches, et cetera, working on it with these student athletes. 1-0 to the leadoff hitter, Josh Peel. Burris' pitch coming. Swung on and missed. It gets away, and Tempe will take. Oh, no, they said he foul tipped it, so Tempe will stay at first. And the count is now a ball and a strike. The on-deck hitter is Peyton Klein. That'll drop in for a strike. And right now, Largo needs to find an answer for that Burris curveball. And it's 1-2. Because he is certainly throwing it for strikes. The 1-2 to Peel. And Burris checks the runner. It is. That's exactly right. Here's a little soft liner. It's going to drop in. Jensen over to first. Nice job to get the shore out. The second out Down the second base goes Timpy, and that'll bring up Peyton Klein. So a runner in scoring position for Largo with 2 outs here in the top of the third. And Viera Suntree on top, 4-0. The left-handed swinging Peyton Klein, so Caleb be on the lookout. Yeah, that's good enough. There's a ground ball to Nick Cunningham. Cunningham up and over to first, and Kearns again with a nice grab there, and that'll be the third and final out. So Largo sends 4 batters to the plate. They get 1 hit, no runs, and no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of inning number 3 with Viera Suntree Little League 4, Largo Little League nothing. I got the good stuff. I don't know what it is. That is just a different kind of water. What do they call it? Natural artesian water? I don't know. It tastes like air. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Never been a big water drinker in my life till I moved to Florida, and so these Fiji waters. I mean, it's like a whole different animal with Fiji. It's unbelievable. Somebody said you got to try it. It tastes. The water just tastes great, and I'm looking at them like they're crazy, right? Because I'm thinking it's water, right? I mean, seriously, it's water, right? I mean, what? Come on now, I could bottle it. You know, my uncle used to say I could bottle it up and make a fortune. Well, I don't remember who told me that, but yeah, that Fiji water definitely stands alone. All right, we get set to head to the bottom of the third inning, 4-0. Viera Suntree Little League on top. As Nate Timpy with a good second inning coming in relief. Viera sent 9 batters to the plate in the first as Dom Delgado will step in. First pitch to Delgado, and Delgado first pitch swinging. That's going to drop into center field for a base hit. 1 pitch, and Dom Delgado takes the turn with a leadoff single for Viera. Here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Blaine Werkheiser. Werkheiser, a tall young man. Good swing. Gets his arms out. Squares the bunt, and Delgado quickly down to second and just gets under the tag. Good throw, good tag. Delgado got a great jump. That's the only reason he gets the base. Good base running there by Delgado because the throw was right there and so was the tag. Now, Werkheiser squared the bunt on that first one. It was a strike. Here's the 0-1 to Blaine. Blaine lifts one down the left field line, but it'll go foul. So Blaine now needs to get in battle mode as the count is 0-2 to Viera's catcher. The 0-2 high, the waist pitch. And the count is now 1-2 strikes. Owen Staharczyk looks like he's got a batting helmet on as Coach Nick Galluzzi will begin to work the subs in. And really in these tournaments, the subs are just the guys not scheduled to play that day. Swung on and missed. And for the first time in the tournament, Blaine Werkheiser strikes out. Nice pitch by Nate Tempe. Fastball chest high and just got it by him. Brody Vogel steps in. And that ball is lifted into center field. The center fielder's there. Delgado starts the tag and thinks the better of it. Good track, good catch, as Delgado is now at second with 2 outs here. As Nick Cunningham's responsibility now to try to get Dom Delgado in with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. And what a job Nate Tempe has come in and done here for Largo to settle it down. Pitch. Strike one. Delgado just took off. He was almost at third before the ball came. Oh, what a catch! Oh, it comes out of the left fielder's hand. What an attempt at a catch. I tell you, just couldn't get any better than that. But Nick Cunningham lifts one down the left field line, and the ball is fair, backhanded by the left fielder. But the play is made by Dom Delgado there. Delgado took off running and was nearly at third base before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. Now, had he not got that great jump, he does not score. He does. It is the 5th Viera run, but the left fielder with an outstanding attempt nearly had it, and the ball just rolled out of his glove. 5-0 Viera Suntree Little League. Owen Staharsik is up. Dom Delgado running the bases so effectively here this weekend. What a jump he got. Did you see that?
Listen, he makes that catch. I'm vouching. I would have vouched for it to be played.
If the left fielder made that catch, he was getting the da-da-da. 5-0 is now the score. As Luca Bon Jovi will come in to run for Nick Cunningham, and Bon Jovi is back. Staharsik, a left-handed swinging bat. Tempe takes a peek over to Luca. Luca is gone. Catcher down to second. This one is a high throw. Nice job by the shortstop to ensure that it does not go into center field. And Luca Bon Jovi is in scoring position for Owen with 1 ball. 1-0 to Owen. Bottom of the third. 2 quick outs. And then Delgado forcing the issue. The pitch outside, ball 2. Owen gets that ball into left field on the ground around third, and on his way to score the 6th Viera run is Luca Bon Jovi, and down to second on the throw is Staharsik, and he'll be out, but the run will score. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Viera Suntree Little League picks up 2 more as we head to the top of the 4th. Viera Suntree now just 3 innings away from Broadway, Virginia. They lead it 6-0. I want to give a shout out to Tracy Crockett, who's out in the Midwest. And everybody else watching here this morning on Brevard's #1 source for youth, high school sports. Coming up Wednesday night right here on BSN will be our final high school football coaches show. Scheduled to appear will be Viera Hawks head football coach Shane Staples. We actually, from the hotel last night, taped an interview with Tyrone Giscombe, the assistant head coach and defensive coordinator for the Rockledge Raiders. Coach Younger unable to appear Wednesday, so Coach Giscombe will be out of town in Texas, so we recorded that interview from the hotel last night. 6-0 here. Viera Suntree Little League. Largo's got to get the bats going here. As Tyson Muzan steps in. And the bench comes to life for Largo. The first pitch from Nate Burris to Tyson. Drops in, but just inside for a ball. Nate started him off with a curveball there. The 1-0. Inside, ball 2, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. That'll be a strike at the knees. Be Tyson Muzon, Neil Rothrock, and Riley Wilson here in the top of the 4th for Largo. Pitch. And, well, the count has been changed to 2-2. I guess I missed something there. So scoreboard says 2-2. Okay, umpire confirms it. So Allen's the odd man out on that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Burris. And there's a chopper down to Caden Doherty, and he is up and over to first for the first out here in the top of the 4th inning. Making it look routine is Caden Doherty down there at third base, and Brady Kearns, a tall target. You love throwing to those tall first basemen. You feel like you can't overthrow it. Oh, you can, but you feel like you can't. As Neil Rothrock steps in. Rothrock with a base hit his first time up. See what Burris does differently, if anything, this time to Rothrock. And Rothrock again puts one into left field. That Cunningham dove and stopped it, but that's a base hit, and Rothrock is 2 for 2. Can you tell I like saying the name Rothrock? Riley Wilson steps up now. 1 out, 1 on, top of the 4th. Rothrock was doubled off last time when he got a hit. As he gets back in time, Nate Burris. I think with a 6-0 lead, it's just best to. I think maybe that's what Blaine Werkheiser's telling him. We're up 6-0. Let's just focus on the guy at the dish. You don't. Anytime you throw the ball any place but home, you always risk that chance. You know. So Riley Wilson, left-handed bat. Rothrock with a nice, decent lead, not a big one. Burris to the plate. And that's a beaut. And that'll be strike one on the curveball to Wilson. A 1 to Wilson. Pitch. And there's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Nate's got one and over to first. Double play. 1-6-3 if you're scoring at home. And for the second time in this game, Viera Suntree Little League uses the DP to get out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 6-0 Viera on top. What a play by Nate, huh? Turned, fired, took his time, got it there, and of course the turn. The old 1-6-3. All right, as Coach Galluzzi hops in his golf cart and heads back to the third base side. Would you like me to open it? Yeah. Yep. All right, we head to the bottom of inning number 4. I don't know if you can hear Snoop Dogg in the back singing Drop It Like It's Hot. But he's got one part of that equation right today. It is hot. You know, though, unlike over in Brevard County, I have to say this. They actually get rain over here. Obviously, that's why we're here on a Monday, right? But, yeah, Brevard County has turned into the Arizona with an ocean. No rain. All right, Cammie Potts will step in and bat now. Cammie with a good job the other day on the bump. Pitching. We'll get her at bat in here. As Timpy steps back onto the hill for Largo. Viera Suntree Little League leads it 6-0. Bottom 4 here. Now, the winner of this game will advance to Broadway, Virginia to play in the U.S. regionals, Southeast regionals. And then from there, the winner of that regional moves on to Michigan to play in the Little League World Series, Junior World Series. Now, Brevard County has had a champion in the Junior League, Little League All-Stars. And that ball by Potts is hit into left field for a base hit. Cammie Potts will have her first hit of the tournament. And it's a solid shot into left field. And that was back in, 2012. Rockledge Little League went up and won the Little League World Series under some names you may have heard of, like Drew Parrish, former Florida State pitcher. Mason Studstill went to the University of Miami. And, of course, the last time Viera Suntree Little League Juniors were in this position, they won and went to Broadway, Virginia. And then back in 2014, they also did it. And on that particular team in 2014 was Eric Adler, who was recently selected by the Chicago White Sox in the 6th round of the MLB draft, the Wake Forest redshirt sophomore pitcher. As Zach Al-Arashi steps in, a left-handed batter. And Cammie Potts, we'll see if she takes off here as Al-Arashi swings over the top and misses. And it's 0-1. Nobody out here. That'll be a strike. Nice pitch from Tempe. And Al-Arashi is falling behind 0-2. He did a heck of a job. He has done a great job pitching for Viera Suntree Little League this weekend. The 0-2, and Al-Arashi gets into one. Second baseman stays down on it. It's got time, up and over to first. And nice play by Wilson for the out. But Al-Arashi does advance Cammie Potts to second. So with one out here in the bottom of the 4th, Viera has another runner in scoring position. And I believe we got a time here. That's the umpire. Derek Galluzzi steps in. My man. Keep doing what you're doing. Nate Burris sitting on the end of the bench, taking a wave over. Show him, Caleb, after this pitch. After this pitch. Show Nate. See him? Right there. Sitting on the end of the bench. Did you show him? All right. There you go. There's Nate waving to you. And they are relaxed. They are indeed relaxed. As Derek Galluzzi with Cammie Potts at second and one out here, leading at 6-0. Bounces in the dirt. Potts holds up. 1-1 to Derek. Make it 2-1. Two balls and one strike to Derek. What happened there? Okay. Okay, so wild pitch there. I missed that. 3-1. And the wild pitch sends Cammie Potts to third base. So Galluzzi now with an RBI just 90 feet away. Tempe comes to a set. Rocks, kicks, and fires. High ball 4. Viera with runners at the corners now and just one out with the heart of the lineup coming out. And Galluzzi just turns and he will, they got Cammie Potts in a pickle. And Galluzzi will run all the way to third here. And now they may have Galluzzi as well, but Galluzzi gets back in time, and that is good play by Largo. Not sure about that, but when you're leading 6-0, take a few chances there, and Viera Suntree Little League does, and they get caught on the good alert play by Largo. So now, just like that, there's 2 outs, and Galluzzi is at second. We saw that play. I think it was Friday night. We saw that play when Galluzzi walked. He took off and rounded first and went right to second, and they did score a run on that.
There was only one critique on the play. If Cammy would half a second,
Yeah.
half a second, Cammy scores. Because if she were to half a second, he would have gone to second.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Galluzzi was telling her. She waited just a half a second, but all a learning experience. The check swing by Caden Doherty. But I like the aggressiveness. Look, Viera Suntree Little League got here by playing and running aggressive. These student athletes aren't quite at the point to put the ball 310 feet over the fence. You know what I mean? So you have to master the art of small ball, and running the bases aggressively is a big part of that. And Viera Suntree Little League has done it very well. This is trouble. This is trouble. It'll drop and around third, and scoring the 7th Viera run is Galluzzi, as that ball dropped in between the second baseman and the right fielder. It just looked like trouble coming off the bat. And Viera Suntree Little League now leads it 7-0 as they continue to tack on more runs. Is it Derek's birthday? I'm told it's Derek Galluzzi's birthday today. So happy birthday to Derek Galluzzi. Wouldn't this be quite the birthday present to win a state championship? Bases, well, Doherty's at first on the single to right. That ball was just trouble from the get-go. You could see it because the right fielder was playing deep, and the second baseman did his level best to get there, and it found the green patch of grass, the patch of grass between them. This is Dom Delgado, and Delgado fouls it back for strike one. That'll be low for a ball. 1-1. I tell you, I don't envy. What just an unbelievable time of the year. The 1-1 to Delgado finished the thought, and that's a ground ball down the third base line, foul. But my goodness gracious, these little league tournaments are, and it's that this way every year. But stop and think about it. If you have a team that is good enough, like Viera or Largo, and to advance, now once you get beyond, and even it costs money to come over here, and then now to Broadway, and that all lines up with back to school. Yeah, I remember back in 2019, and Caden Doherty is off, and that ball is hit deep in the right center field, and the center fielder with an outstanding track, dun-dun-dun for him out there as he catches it, and that will be the third and final out. Great job by the center fielder, because if he doesn't catch that, that could be a home run. But that ends the inning, but not before Viera picks up even more runs. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Viera Suntree Little League 7, Largo nothing. But I can't imagine the strain that this can put on a pocketbook. You know what I mean? God bless them. I can't hear you, bud. Facebook, yeah. Broadcasting. Hey, bud. Would you mind moving your hands because the camera's catching your hands there? Thank you. You can lean on the fence, but just the hands are in the shot. If you want to come under the tent and hang out right here, you're welcome. Oh, there you go. Now you get to stay cool. Check it out. All right. All right, we got a pinch hitter coming in. This is number 30. Actually, it's not a pincher. My apologies. This is Charlie. I can't see his last name on there. Yeah, he can drop it in there, though. Burris's first pitch offering. Nate's always a fun interview. He just always happy. You know what I mean? What's the holdup? You can see that. I can't, bud. Okay, the umpire's got the lineup card out. Well, I don't think it is. The last person up was Riley Wilson, who doubled. He hit into a double play, so it would be Cheery and then Raya and Jacob. So I think we're good to go here. According to my scorecard, anyway. All right, Blaine Werkheiser will settle back behind the plate here. Nate Burris will be ready. All right, we got a delay here. What did he say? Brady Jensen just come off the field and said, "What's this, seventh inning stretch?" Well. What's the problem? What's the problem?
So they were arguing. Nathan, someone went in for Nathan to hit, right?
Right.
And they're arguing Nathan going back in, but two people are married. So Nathan was married to the person that went in.
Right.
And he's re-entering on defense.
Gotcha. Okay.
Challenging because Nathan's going.
Gotcha. Okay, so what's going on here? Thanks, man. So what's going on here is that Nathan was hit for, so they are challenging Nathan going back into the game, but he's married to the hitter and so he can be put back in defensively. So that's the issue here, and so Largo wants a ruling on it, and so they have called for the league president, and they'll place a call and get this handled. So that's where we are as the umpires come over. Here we go. All right, so apparently the ruling is not going to favor Viera Suntree Little League here. Nate can come back in, but he cannot come back in to pitch. All right, so here's a turn of events. So a pitching change needs to be made now. Nate can come back in, but he can't pitch. So now a pitching change must be made here. I got you. Okay. So you have conflicting thoughts here from what I'm being told from my source that the umpires think it's okay, but the district administrator is saying it's not. And that's why the district administrators. All right, so it sounds like the new pitcher is going to be Derek Galluzzi. Now, I know in high school you can put a pitch, you can reinsert a pitcher in. We saw that with Joe Elvis Tejada for O'Galley. So maybe Nate can go back in later. At all? Wow. Okay. Huh. All right. Well, the bottom line is Nate cannot go back into pitch. So we will get a new pitcher, and that new pitcher apparently is going to be Derek Galluzzi. Jonathan thinks the same thing happened to me this year. If you pinch hit for the pitcher, he was technically removed from the game and cannot return to the same game as a pitcher. Thank you, Jonathan, for that explanation. All right, so that's where we are here. So it is a 7-0 Viera lead, and Derek will take his warm-up tosses. So we're going to need a water break here, too. They're going to make a call to Williamsport here as well, so they're going all the way to Williamsport with this. All right, so interesting set of circumstances here. Look, Viera Suntree Little League's loaded with arms. The issue is, where's the pitch counts? That's the issue. At this point, where are the pitch counts? For Galluzzi, we know Derek pitched yesterday. Was it yesterday or Saturday? Yeah, they went there 20, 20, 20 yesterday. 20, 25, 25, 25, yeah. So, yes, that's what the deal was. Yeah, you can throw 95 pitches, so I don't know. Come here, man. What's your name?
Colton Kotwitz.
All right. Now you have a brother or somebody that plays on Largo?
No.
Okay. So what, are you just hanging out, having fun?
My mom works here in the concession.
All right. So your mom works in the concession. That's awesome. Where do you go to school at?
Cruise Lake.
All right. What grade are you in? 6. You ready to go back to school? Okay. No. No. You play any sports?
Yes.
What?
I actually do motocross.
Wait a minute. Whoa, come here. Hold on for a second. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. Thank you, Coach. All right. So, what do you play?
I do motocross, and then I'm quitting baseball this season.
All right. So you're into the extreme games, right?
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. All right. Well, tell your mom and everybody here that they have done a terrific job hosting this tournament this weekend. So we are good to go. On everything. I mean, we've had a blast here. So thank you, and thank your mom for me. All right, so Coach Galluzzi is talking to the team, and as we await the call to Williamsport. Yeah, I heard. What are you calling? Making a call? Okay. Coach Galluzzi just confirmed the call to Williamsport. So we will find out here what happens. So once Nate came, just to recap, once Nate came out as a pinch hitter, they're saying that he cannot be reinserted back into the game as a pitcher. And Jonathan Tongue is confirming that happened to him this year. So we'll see what the call is from Williamsport here. All the way up to Pennsylvania this goes. And the big thing is again, and that's a great point by Scott Sewell there, a 0 pitch count coming into the day. Nate, this was Nate's destiny here today, you know. This is where he was supposed to be. So the call goes to Williamsport, and we will wait to see what the ruling is. And I guess once we find out, Jonathan, I guess you'll find out as well, because this is coming directly from Williamsport. Nate can indeed go back into pitch. That is the verdict from Williamsport. Nate Burris, not yet. That's the umpires are saying that. Number 8 can pitch is the official word from Williamsport. So Nate Burris will go back into the game to pitch, and there's 1 strike on the batter as well. So since they have more than 13 kids, Burris can pitch. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, Jordan. So Nate will get to go back in and finish what he started here today, and he has pitched a beaut, a gem. You pick your adjective. Burris has dealt it up.
According to one of our sources, the scorekeeper told the umps that he couldn't pitch, and so the umps had to get the official.
They're still going, huh? Okay. Okay, so here's the new update. So Coach Galluzzi just the scorekeeper was the one who told the umps. The umps overturned it and said that it is correct that Burris can go back in. Largo wants it all the way to Williamsport. So that is indeed where they are. So we're getting conflicting reports here, but we're giving you everything we have as we get it. So
Gotta love breaking news.
Right. BSN breaking news on the scene. Will Burris take the bump? Pamela, that's correct. That's why you always go to Williamsport. Exactly right. I got a feeling Burris is going to be allowed to take the hill. So, but I know Mr. Nate's taking. I was just saying, I know you got to be taking. Yeah. Yeah. Right. He can be taken out of the. He can be pinch hit for. Right. 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 Yep. Yep. No one wants to face Nate. Look, I mean, if you are Largo, you can't hit this kid yet, right? So make the call, right? I mean, this is the state championship game. I get it. I get it. Play ball. The call is in. Burris is back on the bump. So Nate Burris will take the hill, and the attempt failed. And that would just if you know Nate, that's just going to fire Nate up even more. Well, and it should be a nothing in one count as well. But they got it right, and that's great. And I think, ultimately in the end, that's all anybody wants. The umpires had it right from the beginning. So to be nothing and one to the hitter, good job by the umpires. Burris will be allowed a few warm-up tosses here following the short delay. Bert Burris, yes indeed. Bert was not a happy camper for a couple of minutes, but he's okay now. As one can imagine. And I think Scott Sewell made the best comment there. You have a young man with a 0 pitch count coming into today. This is what they wanted Nate Burris for, right here, this moment. And Nate gets to continue to deal. Nothing and one to the hitter. We are back underway here. And Burris's next pitch following the delay is a perfect curveball for strike 2, nothing and 2. Nobody out here. Just to recap, 7-0. Viera Suntree Little League on top. This is the top of the 5th here. That'll miss. 1-2. Now, with Viera putting runs on the board here, if they can keep Largo scoreless and go out and put 3 on the board in the next inning, they'll wrap it up. 1-2 from Burris. Strike 3 called. Well, that's a beaut. 1 out. Oh, cool. All right, we got number 48 stepping in now for Largo. I know this young man is a pinch hitter on my scorecard. 48 coming in for 25. So it'll be Tyler Frank taking his cuts here as he steps in. Right-handed stick for Largo. 1 out here, top of the 5th inning. Viera Suntree Little League on top, 7-0. Should Viera Suntree Little League be able to hang on to this lead, we will stay live with the state championship presentation. So wouldn't miss that. Yes. We will stay live and gently try not to make you car sick as we carry the camera from this point to the point on the field. Pitch. Just missed. Ball 1. We have collected a contingency of young student athletes here at the table. That'll miss. Oh, he caught a strike. So 1-1. That's what happens when you assume, and you all know the rest. 1-1. To Frank. 2-1. That breeze every once in a blue moon is definitely a lifesaver, is it not? The 2-1 coming to Frank. Tyler Frank pinch hitting here. Burris rocks, kicks, fires. Just misses. 3-1. And that'll be a walk. That is the first walk of the day issued by Nate. And I believe we're going to get another pinch hitter up here as well. This is going to be John Burris. Swung on and missed the ball, gets away, and down to second base goes Frank. So with one out here at the top of the fifth, Largo has not had a runner past second base here so far today. This is Burris to Burris here. And Nate drops a curveball on John, and he is quickly ahead of John Burris, 0-2. One out, pretty sizable lead at second. And they're going to they got him. What a play. Now they'll running back and forth here. They throw. Perfect execution of a rundown. The fake, the tag, and there it is right there. Nate Burris applies the tag, and that is the second out. And, well, you got to feel like Nate there, just letting out a little frustration at the end, but why not, huh?
What a good idea to fake the throw.
All right, fake the throw. Nate, what a great job there. Great execution of a rundown. You can tell that is a play that is practiced by this coaching staff. That was perfectly done.
Because not only did he fake the throw, he went all the way through.
Yeah, he went all the way through. Yeah, he stopped the runner in his tracks. So now, just like that, it's 2 outs and 2 strikes. Burris to Burris, the pitch. Strike 3 called. Nate Burris answers the bell as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Viera Suntree 7, Largo nothing.
Don't underestimate that Burris kid.
No, that's for sure. Yeah, just take it out. We don't need no microphones because the less equipment that we plug into that thing, we want to keep the temperature down on it. So, yeah, you're going to have to follow with that umbrella. Yeah. And look, keep in mind, if they get 3 runs here, it's over. Right. Nate Burris. What a job that young man has done today. Right there, show him. Nate right there waving at the camera. That's what Little League is all about right there. That expression, the waves, the fun. That's what they, it's in that pledge. That Little League pledge. And Nate right now, the poster student athlete for it. I think we just got him in trouble. Sorry, Nate.
We'll send me to do your running.
Right, no, right. All right, Blaine Werkheiser leads it off here. And I tell you what, on the flip side of the equation, the job that is coming in and giving up 3 runs, but certainly has settled things down on the hill. He being Nate Tempe. This one lofted into left field, underneath, track, caught. One out. So right now there will be no walk-off at this point as Luca Bon Jovi comes in. Come on, Luca. I've been waiting all weekend to throw out a reference. I mean, that name is just teed up for any broadcaster. Luca, great young man. Had a chance to interview him the other day before they made the trip here. And that ball bounces in the dirt. Ball one. The 1-0, and Luca, foul ball, touched off that ball. There he is. Luca with a little wave to the camera there. When I asked the student athletes the other day when I was at practice who wanted to talk on behalf of the team, everybody pointed to Luca. Luca. Strike. 2 to Luca. Well, let's hear it. Yeah, right. If it would have stopped, it would have been. That ball bounces in the dirt, and the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here at the bottom of the 5th. Viera well in control of this one, 7-0. Bounces in the dirt again, and the count is now full. That ball is popped straight up, and 3 players converge on it, and the shortstop calls for it, and he'll haul it in for the second out here in the bottom of inning number 5. 2 outs now as Nick Cunningham steps in. Cunningham, the 1-0, high, ball 2. For the winner, Broadway, Virginia. That'll be a strike. And I don't know if you've ever been to Broadway, but it is definitely Little League town there. Host that tournament here for a while now. I know a couple of years ago, Gavin Keith, if anybody knows Gavin Keith, went up there and broadcast it back on YouTube and did a terrific job with it. The pitch, that'll be a strike. And the count is now full to Cunningham. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. First base is not occupied. The catcher throws, and the strikeout is complete. So, for the first time today, Viera goes 1, 2, and 3 in order. We head to the top of the 6th. They've got a 7-0 lead. You know, Viera Suntree Little League, they've had teams go to Warner Robins, This is all in the last 5 years, Warner Robins and Broadway. So the Warner Robins trip is for what would ultimately be Williamsport for those players. Largo's living on a prayer. Luke and the team are hoping to end it. Love it. Top of the sixth. Largo down to their final 6 outs here. As Nate comes back out on the hill, and it's all Nate right now out there. His team has certainly provided the offense behind him, and Nate doing the rest. And the defense. Viera Suntree Little League has turned 2 double plays today. A line drive, double play back in the first inning. Caden Doherty catches the line drive and turns it over. And Nate started the 1-6-3 double play a couple innings ago. So you all right? This is the last water. Mine? All right. Nick, that's a great question what the closest airport to Broadway is. I just know a lot of people, I believe, drove up the last time. I'd want to say it's Richmond, I think. Was that the closest airport? Yeah. The umpire, and he would know for sure, just said it's Richmond. About a 3-hour drive from Richmond. Aren't you going? Oh, okay, okay. What league? What age group's there? This okay. Okay. In Michigan. Okay. Yeah, Taylor, Michigan. Right. All right. Well, congratulations. Taylor, Michigan is where the first base umpire is going to be. Some of the other umpires are going to Broadway, but yeah, Broadway is about the closest air to Richmond. It's about a 3-hour drive. But I do think a lot of the parents drove up the last time. And the other thing, too, is it's like 10 days away. And they actually had to miss the start of school when they went up the last time. They get some time off between this tournament and that USA sectional. Did they? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Back in 2012, Rockledge missed like the whole those young men, those student athletes missed like most of the first month of school between the Taylor, Michigan trip to the World Series. All right, Nate Burris, 153 miles from the airport. Yeah. Burris stays in a zone. Drops in a curveball for strike one. So we got the 8, the 9, the 1 hitter up here. And that is a little lofted line drive that gets past Caden Doherty, but not Nick Cunningham. And that's 1 out. Hunter Collins steps in. He'll get his swings here. Shenandoah. Shenandoah Regional Airport. That's right. I forgot about Shenandoah. Still live in Dale City, Virginia, which is just over the line, but certainly a great distance from Broadway. Seven to nothing, 1-0 here to the pinch hitter. 1 out. Top 6. Popped up and out of play. And the count will move to 1-1 strike. I have not complained about the heat as much today, simply because watching Nick Galluzzi, the manager, get around on that foot. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. I would feel like a wimp. Burris with the 2-strike offering. Strike 3. Drops another butte in. 2 outs. Two outs here in the top of the 6th, and Burris is on fire. First pitch is fouled off by Peyton Klein. We're making our way back to Brevard County after the championship ceremonies. Burris to Klein, 0-1. And there's a line drive. Base hit down the left field line. Klein will round first, and he's going for second. Here's the throw, the tag. He's out. What a play in left field. Isolate, Caleb. How about that throw by Dom Delgado? Great tag by Jensen. And that will end the inning. And Viera Suntree Little League doing it all here today. Pitching, hitting, defense. They lead it 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Right? Well, I tell you, they certainly saved. Viera Suntree Little League has certainly saved their best game of the weekend for last. And if you're going to do that and manage to make it to this point, well, let's just say that some of the other games were coachable moments and occurred in those games, and they have taken it all and brought it here today to play flawless. And it has been a flawless performance for this team, led by Coach Galluzzi, Coach Jensen, and Coach L.L. Rashi. Yep. Adjustments have been made. And Coach Vogel. I'm sorry, Coach Vogel as well. All right, Owen Starzyk comes in. He leads it off here in the bottom of the 6th. 7-0 Viera Suntree Little League on top. So Owen's got the magic number on at the moment. That's the number of runs his team has. Dave Jensen takes his spot in the box at first. Nick Galluzzi driven around, and he'll take his spot at the third base box, as that breeze is amazing. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. As Tempe remains on the hill for Largo. The pitch in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1. And some of the teammates are starting to ask some of their friends that are here with them, not on the team, are you going to Virginia? And Staharsik with a shot down the line. That's a fair ball. Owen around first, and he will head to second. The right fielder up with it, and Staharsik still on his horse, and he will slide. And Owen Staharsik with a lead-off triple, and he motored around the bases. Owens had a really good tournament. He has swung the bat well. He's made big plays, and Cammy Potts will come in to run for Owen, who just turned on that and drove it down the line. And that right fielder had a long way to come to get it. Is this Nate? Nate Burris steps in. Burris has been awesome on the hill today. Why not an RBI here? Here's the pitch to Nate. Nate turns and bunts. And let's see here. They check the runner. Nobody's there. And Nate's going to bunt for a base hit. Nate with a base hit. And now Viera Suntree Little League with runners at first and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. And Brady Jensen coming to the dish. And I would imagine Nate is not long for first base before he takes off to second. Keep your eye on Cammy Potts, who nice job of base running by Cammy there to not take off prematurely as Brady turns around and bats left-handed here. He turns to bunt, and he forces one. That's a beautiful bunt. And the Viera Suntree Little League has loaded the bases with nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And the number 2 batter is coming to the plate. And number 24 center fielder Derek Galluzzi. Seven to nothing here. You get the feeling we may not get to the seventh if they keep executing. Burris at second, Potts at third, Jensen at first. Galluzzi at the plate, and he wanted that one bad. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike to Derek. Derek is outstanding for his age group at working the count. He nearly got hit there. That ball gets away as Derek is celebrating. How old is Derek today? How old is Derek today? Derek turned 14 today. So everybody wish Derek a happy 14th birthday. And the best birthday present of all would be a state championship. The pitch. High and outside. Seven to nothing. Viera Suntree looking to finish it off here. Galluzzi swung on and missed. Strike 2. So the count is full at 3-2. No place to put Derek. That's a balk. No, not called, though. Not called. No ball called. I thought it was a balk, but these umpires are really good. So the full count pitch to Galluzzi. And he hits this one. And that's going to get. Oh, I thought it was getting down. The left fielder has it, but the tag by Potts makes it 8-0 as Cammy Potts scores. I thought that thing was headed for the gap. The left fielder cut that thing off nicely. And that'll bring up Caden Doherty now with runners at first and second, and Viera Suntree Little League up 8-0. Sorry for the overexcitement there, but I thought it was going to the gap, man. They got good outfielders, Largo. They are fast cutting those balls down. So Jensen's at first, Burris at second, Caden Doherty at the plate. Here's the pitch to Caden, and Caden lifts this one deep into the gap in right center. 1 run will score, and here comes Brady Jensen with what could be the state championship winning run, and there it is! Viera Suntree Little League are your 2022 state champs on a double in the gap by Caden Doherty. And here comes the cooler. And they get Dave Jensen with the cooler. Congratulations, 10-0 in 6 innings. And the 2022 Viera Suntree Little League Junior All-Stars are your Florida State champs, and they will represent Florida in Broadway, Virginia in a couple of weeks for the right to play in the Little League World Series in Taylor, Michigan. All right, let's head out onto the field, Caleb. Unplug.
All right. Come on. Just 1 second.
Yep.
I'm going to unwrap this, and then you actually take the tripod while I unhook.
Go ahead.
Good, and I'm following.
All players and coaches stay on the field, please.
I'll take it.
Get the 2 diners so when we take pictures.
There they are, your 2022 Florida Junior League champions, Little League champions. This one not a walk-off in any stretch of the imagination. Mr. Ken? This is the man right here. Oh, but you are the man, that's for sure. Thank you for everything. I want Brevard County to see the man that made this happen.
How you doing?
Good. Thank you for everything.
Yes, sir. All right, everybody out here. First of all, let's give both these teams a big round of applause. All right, we're going to start with the runner-up. The runner-up for the Junior State Tournament is Team Largo.
Congratulations to Team Largo. They are the state runner-up. Great tournament. These pools are not easy to win. Viera with really a tale of 2 tournaments here. They get 2 10-run wins and 2 walk-off wins. 2 come-from-behind walk-off wins. So if they weren't 10 running it, they were coming from behind. I don't think I've ever seen that before. 2 10-run wins and 2 come from behind walk-offs. How's the leg, Nick?
I'm not thinking about it right now.
Yeah, right?
That'll wear off in about 3-4 hours.
All right.
I'm gonna have to grab my phone.
Yeah, no, that's good.
And now, we announce the Junior 2022 Junior Baseball State Champions.
Alan, over here, man. Alan, my man.
There they go. Your state champs. And for the 3rd time since 2014, Viera has a state champion in the Junior League. Nate Burris, check him out. Nate, what can you say, buddy?
We played a great game.
Yes, you did. I want to back up here and take some pictures. Another successful Little League tournament. We want to thank Little League. We want to thank, this has just become a sort of a tradition for us, really, and especially with Viera. This is our 2nd state championship with Viera Juniors. Third overall, because we did one where they went to, I forget what division it is, but they went to Warner Robins after we were done.
We were down in yeah.
There you go. Yeah, they're going to hold all 3 banners up. District, section, and state champs. Undefeated. Nice, no good. Nick, that's it, yeah. Look at that. Perfection. Perfection.
Put it down a little. Can't hold it. Put it down. There you go. There, that's good. Actually, look at Christy. Yeah, just look at Christy. Everybody look at Christy.
Jamie, 2 hands on the flag. Throw it 3rd hand.
I want to thank all of you out there watching this weekend, and hope we picked up some new followers and fans, and all of the parents for the other teams and coaches have just been phenomenal.
Let me have those 2. You guys go in the middle with the line.
Come on, keep it going. Yeah, when are we going to Hooters?
Hooters.
Good old Nate. Yeah, that's there. That is there for sure. Nate wanting to know when he's going to attend his favorite local restaurant. What a picture.
Yeah, that's cool.
How about number one? How about number one?
Nice job.
Hold the pose. Number one.
Our pleasure for sure.
Is that Nick holding his spoon?
Oh, is that a spoon?
This spoon's in every
Oh,
picture.
yeah,
Let me know when you guys are done.
No, it's Nick.
Okay, so I'm gonna start walking to you guys. When I get close, that's when you're gonna go nuts. I'm gonna walk up towards. Ready? Stay where you are. I'm gonna walk up and then I'm gonna pan like I've been doing. Ready? Yes. Thank you. Wait, are you ready?
And there's a
Got him?
Yep.
Hey, straighten up.
I got both of them. Held up all three.
Not that banner a little.
There they are. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Hey, Coach. Get a word with Coach here.
Once again, parents, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging in there. It's a team game. For managers and for coaches, it's hard to juggle 13, 14 players and everyone be happy. But once again, we all came together and everyone had a part in this. So it's not just 9 players, it's 13 plus all the fans and the family. There was a lot on us with the rain delays, with coming over another day. So this is just the beginning now. We got to start looking into Virginia. So we'll have a couple days off. We'll look into it. So thank you.
Hey, Coach. Real quick here. Let me get you here real quick while we still got a lot of people watching. An unusual tournament, to say the least. 2 10-run wins, 2 come from behinds. What's the mantra for this team? What is this team?
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Teamwork. Never give up. In the 2 games that we were down by 6 runs and down by 1 run with the last 3-2 pitch with 2 outs in the last inning, we were able to get a hit and ball in the field and score that winning run.
Coach.
And then today was our first game that we just dominated.
Yeah.
So it all came together on the last game, and that's what I asked them today.
Yeah, I mean, today was your best game by far, and I mean, what a great prelude coming up to Broadway, Virginia. Coach, we got to ask, how's the foot?
Foot is hurting.
I bet it is, no doubt, Coach. And what a trooper. And I said, we're not complaining about the heat today because Nick Galluzzi's over there, and he's got a long road ahead of him. Coach, first of all, we want to say thank you for having us here. Second of all, congratulations on this state championship. Well-deserved and well done.
Thank you. And I definitely want to thank you 2 guys for coming over here so our fans and our family can watch us in different areas.
Absolutely.
Again, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Coach Nick Galluzzi. Yes, sir. Get that foot taken care of. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. No, we're gonna wrap it up. We're good there. So we're gonna wrap it up from here. Hey, Nick, I'll catch up with you. I'm gonna come up to practice and do the individual interviews.
Perfect.
Yep.
We're going to take off a couple days.
Yeah, that's good. I'll be in touch. So we're going to we'll interview the student athletes coming up in a couple of days, especially before they take off for Broadway, Virginia. So Caleb, I want to get your final thoughts on this tournament. You are the man behind the scenes, but you know sports just as much as anybody else.
It's been an amazing journey watching these kids compete.
VSLL. We'll see you tonight here on Brevard Sports Network. Have a great one, everybody.